Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Sanders, first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Taken down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Wentz now on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Brings up second.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 30.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking to throw on second down. Espinoza. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down. Espinoza out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, Espinoza. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again, Espinoza. Double team, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Oh, nice move. Defensively, that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, don't fumble the football.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
At the Saints' 12-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
With no score.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Operating from the gun, Espinoza. He's got Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, Espinoza throwing the out route incomplete. It's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Off the play fake, Espinoza. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Throwing on 1st down. Espinoza. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun. Espinoza to the right side and complete to Hurst. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
And 8.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Espinoza. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job, because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And Wentz is intercepted yet again. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Saints 10, Eagles nothing. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Wentz to throw on second down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
The extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 20.
Yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He's going to take off with it. And it's frozen, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. yards. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out.
17.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the bootleg. Espinoza. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking long for Thomas. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Espinoza. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 35-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, Espinoza. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, Espinoza. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Espinoza, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 3rd and short.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
From the gun, Espinoza. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
They'll run it with Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, That gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Wants to kick off for New Orleans.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Hauled over the middle by Rager. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Saints' 15-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And they're able to up the lead by one more.
The score is Saints 31, Eagles 3. To kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25. 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
23-yard line.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. They'll keep it on the ground. Pryor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Pryor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and get...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And this offense is running away with this one. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards.
And an
throwing on first is Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he loses the football a second time. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Third and
The Saints on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Espinoza. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys on the board again. It's a 2-touchdown lead there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. Nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass. He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
from back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they will take a knee here. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for New Orleans, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.